Simple thing that you can do that will help you to change almost everything you know about Forex is as simple as adding too many indicators yet without any positive result. Look at what I'm showing you right away. Do you know that there are as simple as that you can do? Do you know that you can do it but just as easy as that? One of my students in the class just chatted me as I was informing them on what to do. He said that he saw this opportunity, but he was afraid to enter. He saw, but he was afraid to enter. There are simple formations that you can drop. There are simple things you will see without adding any further indicator. You are sure that something is about to drop. As easy as that, you are good to go. Just check out this thing. This is boom 1000. Just check out this thing. Check out these formations and check out these formations. Do you know the results? Look at the results. And I've not closed this because it's still going to drop more. Look at this and look at this. Flipping the same amount into double. Just what you have as an equity, you double it. You just said from this is going over to this. Why some of you will have such an amount and you bring it down to zero? You know? So there are simple things you can do and you will get that is one of the most powerful results ever. Look at it. I will show you how I entered this, and I believe that someone like you can do this immediately. Look at this. So we are not just doing the talking alone. And the most painful thing is that as this thing we are dropping from here, I told people from this very corner, everyone on the mentorship on the free challenge class, I dropped this thing and I told them that a spike is dropping. Then on my mentorship class, I told them that series of spike will be dropping until this thing will make a move, because soonest around immediately this 4 hours candle is over now. Immediately this 4 hours candle is over, there may be a challenge here. But for this, I'm seeing here, there is an opportunity that the next candle will still push back like this. Then stop somewhere here. Then from here, another one will pull back and start coming up like this. Otherwise, if that did not happen, what will happen apparently is that this one will finish up somewhere here. It will finish up somewhere here as a weak candle, or somewhere here as a weak candle. And when that happens, the next candle will come up and spike a little and give this place a very weak candle that will show a momentum that this thing wants to take over the market. Then at a spot, it's going to spike, and it's going to spike. Let me show you. It's going to spike from this angle. Look at how the market will look like from this place to this place. Will be a weak candle to form indecision candle. By so doing, it's going to give this place a space. Then the next candle will either go down like this to target here, or it will come up to this place to break out from here. That is how market works. As simple as that. So once I noticed that this market will return back, I waited for it to return. Then as it returns, I entered here. Then I didn't keep it secret to myself. I didn't keep it on myself alone. I decided to share it with people. Then as I told people to enter, I entered along with them at the same time. Then joining here, I've already taken some things from there already. Then I join them from this corner. This is what each and every one of them, if they have two positions with this is what they should have. If they have 50 cents, if they have 50 cents, 0.50 cents, if this is what they have, they should be having at least 22 each of them. If they are having 20 cents, each of them should be having at least $10 or thereabout. Let's assume you open 3 positions at a spot. How much do you have now? How do we even make the $1,000 in 3 months? It's just a little challenge. It's just as simple as that. You know? So it's simple. There are simple things you can do that can help you to do those things without adding multiple indicators and all this. And I keep saying this thing. Your main problem is not actually the indicators you are using or the strategies you are using. The main problem is that many people don't have the knowledge. Many people don't have all it takes to trade. They only succeeded in having access to their account to be verified. Then they now have access to deposit and withdraw. That is all they know. Like someone came to me yesterday, and to my greatest surprise, he asked me for the price. I told him everything. He was like, how can I pay you such amount? If I add that thing on my account, I know how much it's going to return to me. I was like, did you expect me to teach you for free? Then since you know that when you deposit $500 or $300 that you are going to flip it to $1,000, then why do you need mentorship? Only for him he thought that I was a scammer, or I was too desperate to get money from him. I told him to rest because I don't have his time. Only for him to start begging, showing me that he has been trading on demo. He only had $20 in his account, and he was begging. He deposited like $250 and only have $20 left. When he started losing, he managed to withdraw $81 out of the money, all of them gone. See, the strength you have is not the amount you have. The strength you have is the knowledge you have upstairs. So get that into your mind. The strength you have in trading forex is not the equity, it's not the capital you have. You know, derivative or brokers, they are not afraid. That is why for some people who are doing copy trade, they will give you $1,000 to start with. After the $1,000, what happened? Do you even still maintain the $1,000? At the end of the day, the $1,000 is still you still lose everything. Then you started looking for money. So that is why I'm going to be showing you this simple thing. Use this thing and you will see how you smile. Use this thing. Do you know why somebody should say, close it now? Close it now. No, I don't need to close it. Why? Because from my analysis here, the time is still 6 minutes to, or we'll still have 6 minutes for this time to finish. Have you seen it? It have dropped. Can you see it? So I still have 6 minutes to watch this particular candle. Have you seen it? Let's go back and check. This is how we trade. You will see how massive it's going to be. Have you seen it? Can you imagine that just this single spike added up to, it was like 40 something, added over 20 something dollars, because I'm using only a dollar account, dollar this thing, lot size, just that. Have you seen how things turn around? This thing was about 800, now it's 981. So I don't know how else I can explain myself. Just watch how the market is going. As simple as that. Now, what indicators do I have? Let's assume that I am deceiving you people. What indicators do I have on this? Is it not only moving average that I have on my screen? Look at it now. Is it not only moving average? Am I deceiving you? So did I added any other indicator for me to be sure that this market will be going to this direction? So why am I saying this thing? I am sharing this thing with you so that you will learn how to trade. Look at it. so that you will learn how to trade, so that you will stop wasting your money, so that you will humble yourself, not because you made 2 days profit, then you relax. Then for some of you who have paid, then you look deep so that you go deeper. When I mean deep, I mean stick to it. You know, that you paid for mentorship on Monday, that doesn't mean that you become as successful as that on Tuesday. Once you have a class with your mentor, anything he said, when you go back, don't say, it's not true. Because you cannot contradict with your mathematics teacher and still want to learn the maths. So when your teacher is showing you the formula and you are asking the teacher to say it in a way that is going to help you because of what you think you know, it's going to only make, because the class have time. Once the time is over, the teacher will go out of the class. So I want to encourage you, and I want to show you this so that you will see. All right, let's do the business. How do I arrive here? How do I arrive here? This is 5. This is 1 minute time frame. This is 1 minute time frame. This is the first place I entered. Now listen. When I told people the power of moving average, they never believed me. Look at this place. When this spike happened, I never entered. Then it was when I saw the next candle opened that I entered. So immediately I entered, the spike came up. When the spike came up, I did not close immediately. I allowed it. Now, I'm going to be showing you something. Sometimes some people don't know the difference between this gap and why this thing touch here and still pull back. Let me zoom out a little. Some people will be making a huge mistake of having the moving average, expecting that whenever this market comes to this place, that it's going to drop. There is a secret behind it. The secret behind it is that this market you are seeing, all this spike you are seeing, happened simply because a candle on a higher time frame is on this direction. So this is one thing you should have in mind. Look at it. So once I saw this, I allowed it, because some of you, immediately you see this candle like this to this point, you say, the market have changed direction. Before you know it, it will come to this place and clear off everything. Then you close it, and possibly when you see this spike, you enter again. That is wrong. You have to follow your market squarely. Then once I see that, then I notice that the gap I have between the 4 hours time frame is still strong. That if this thing did not reverse at this very pot, then that is to show that there is still something ahead. So I informed people in the group to join. So when I informed them to join, some didn't join, many don't join, because I only saw a few people online. So I don't know whether they are trading or not. And I've never asked them to close. Now, though I don't know their APT, so I don't know if they have capital or thereabouts. So now I told them to enter, and also entered and follow this thing like this. So presently now, this market may pull back like this, but it's 7 o'clock. It's almost, yes, it's 8 o'clock now, which means that candle in 1 hour time frame, the time have elapsed. So now that the time have elapsed, what will happen if you check this nature of this candle? If you check the nature of this candle already, this is how we'll trade. If you check the nature of this candle here, you'll notice that this candle is pointing, the moving average is pointing down. It's showing that this thing wants to go down. So what you will do now is this. If you check the size of the 4 hours time frame, you will backtest and check, was there any candle longer than this? If no, if this is the full body candle, which means what will be happening in the 1 hour candle is that the market will be retracing. If the presence of buyers are still strong, they will pull back. So what that means is that in few minutes from that 1 hour, we'll have 60 minutes in 1 hour time. It may take like 15 minutes out from this place, which means that if 15 minutes can go out from this place, then trying to reach 30 minutes, it will go back. That is if the sellers are not strong enough to take over the market. But if the sellers are strong enough, let's know, the candle will get to this point, which means it has minus 1 hour. By so doing, everything you see on 1 minute will be scalping, 5 minutes scalping, 15 minutes scalping. Then at that point, 15 minutes, this one must have been coming close to this moving average. Then when it gets to this moving average, it will say that in 15 days of time, moving average make this move of 10 movements. So the market don't have to cross that because we'll have an agreement in the past. And the sellers here are not strong enough. They push back again, emptying the same place. All right. Sorry. I don't know if you understand it or not, but that is how we trade. So by so doing, the market keep moving up and down movement. At a spot, it will now form what we call ranging market, and once or consolidation, because they are trying to make a move. But after that, the next thing you will be seeing is that if this thing should take 15 minutes out of the market, it will get to this place as a bearish market. Then getting to this place means that the market have taken 30 minutes straight or 40 something minutes straight without any interruption. Then if the candle on 4 hours time frame, the buyers are not strong, it will empty and open another one. Then the candle on 4 hours will close. But if that happens again, it will pull back to refill, to cover up those weak candle on the 4 hours time frame. By so doing, the market is still going down. The market is still going down. So what then should I do in this state now? Should I close my trade or should I leave it? Since I have this here and I have this, what I should do personally is to close this one. If I waited for this thing in 15 minutes time, it didn't go back, or 5 minutes time, it didn't go back, depending on your equity, I have to close this one, then allow this one to see the drama in the market. Do you get the drama now? So that is what we do. But as for now, I have no reason to close any one of them until the next 5 to 15 minutes. This is 10 minutes. This is 15 minutes. So I have to allow this, because if I allow this to 15 minutes, it will come up to a point here. If the next one opened without going back, that is to say they are approaching my entry point, I will not allow them to near this thing at all, because I have to close them since I have this one here already. So that's how simple the market can be. Now look at this thing. Ever since this thing crossed here 15 minutes time, what happened? The market is still pushing down. This is how powerful moving averages can be. Watch this place. So once you have these 3 moving averages, be sure you have something strong on your screen. Then if this is what you have on your screen, then be sure to apply them to any other indicator you are using. You can check the last video. You can check the next video that the previous video will have. You can apply them using this particular thing. This is to show you that aside applying too many indicators, you can still make profit. And this is what I've been teaching. I do everyone in my class, for them to know the power of candlestick, for them to know how to trade with candlestick. Then you use your moving averages to confirm your market. By so doing, you are good to go. Let me quickly show you these simple trade moving averages, exponential averages. Number 1 is 10. This is number 1, 10. Remember, it's exponential, not simple, not linear weighted, not smoothed. Exponential. This one, exponential. This is what we are using. So please add it up. This one is 26 exponential EMA 26. And this one, the last one, is 20. This is the shortest this thing that you are seeing. This is just simple this, and add up any other indicator that you choose, like MACD, RSI, and a little of this. You are good to go. Like let's just say that you have RSI of 14, then you add RSI of 14, then you add something like moving average 20, you add moving average 10, you add moving average 10, you add moving average 10. This is what you have. Without talking much, what you have here below, as this thing touch over to this place, look at the results from here. The journey opens on its own. Look at it. This is how simple those things can. So you have so many of them to add up, and by so doing, you make profit. Still watching on the market, still watching on it. I'm not panicking. That is how simple market can be. My name is GDFX. If you are still struggling to trade, don't deposit $500 in the aim that before you will lose all the 500, you will surely learn it. I beg you to look for a mentor. Beg that person so that the person will teach you. Then go back to the market and start counting. That is one thing I can tell you. GDFX signing out.